Welcome back to the online training shop, where we break down real-world strategies to help you make smarter financial decisions and build long-term wealth. Today, we're embarking on a deep dive masterclass into a topic that is dominating the real estate market right now: new construction homes. With resale inventory fluctuating, more buyers than ever are looking at brand new communities as a solution. But is it actually a smart buy for your situation? That's what we're going to uncover. On the surface, new construction seems like the perfect option. Who doesn't want a brand new house that no one else has lived in? You get the modern layouts, the latest builder incentives, and the promise of lower maintenance. But in real estate, perfection often comes with a set of hidden complexities. Before you sign that contract and put down your deposit, there are critical things you must understand that builders don't always mention in their brochures. Let's start with the genuine positives. Number one, everything is new. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's about financial predictability. A new roof, new HVAC, and new plumbing mean you likely won't have major capital expenditures for at least a decade. Plus, modern homes are built to current energy codes, meaning your monthly utility bills are often significantly lower than a comparable resale home from 20 years ago. That peace of mind has a real dollar value. Number two is a massive financial lever: builder incentives. In today's market, builders are often acting as the bank. They offer closing cost assistance, design center credits, and most importantly, interest rate buydowns. We've seen builders offer rates 2 or even 3% below the current market average. These incentives can save you tens of thousands of dollars over the life of your loan, making a new home more affordable on a monthly basis than a cheaper resale. Number three, modern layouts. New homes are built for how we actually live today. We see open concepts that are perfect for entertaining, larger kitchens that serve as the heart of the home, and dedicated home office spaces that are no longer an afterthought. They also include modern tech integration, like pre-wired high-speed internet and EV charging ports in the garage. You're buying a product that is designed for the 21st century, not a layout from the 1970s. But now we have to talk about the trade-offs. This is where buyers often get their first big surprise. First, the base price you see on the sign usually isn't the real price you pay. Builders use model homes to showcase what's possible, but those models are often loaded with $50,000 to $100,000 in upgrades. Once you start adding the flooring you actually want, the cabinets that match your style, and the quartz countertops, that initial price tag disappears fast. And don't forget the lot premiums. If you want a view of the water, a larger corner lot, or even just a cul-de-sac location, the builder will charge you extra, sometimes an additional $10,000 to $30,000 just for the land. By the time you've finished the design center appointments, that $500,000 home has often jumped to $550,000 or $600,000. You must budget for the finished price, not the starting price. Second, new communities take years to fully develop. When you move in, you are often a pioneer. You might be living with construction dust, noise from heavy machinery, and unpaved roads for 18 months or more. The beautiful clubhouse and pool shown in the renderings might not even start construction until the community is 50% sold out. You're buying into a vision, but you're living in a construction zone in the meantime. That's a reality many pioneers overlook. You also have to consider the immature landscape. New communities often look a bit barren because the trees are small and the grass is fresh sod. It takes a decade for a neighborhood to get that beautiful, tree-lined character that many buyers love. If you value privacy and mature greenery, new construction might feel a bit exposed for the first few years. It's a trade-off between having everything brand new and having that established neighborhood feel. Third, and this is critical, property taxes and insurance. Especially here in Florida, taxes are based on the value of the land initially. Many buyers qualify for their mortgage based on those estimated, unimproved taxes. But once the county sees a brand new house on that land, the taxes fully adjust to the new assessed value. This can result in a massive jump in your escrow payment a year after you move in. If you aren't prepared for that tax surprise, it can break your monthly budget. So let's talk strategy. Who is new construction best for? In my opinion, it's perfect for buyers who prioritize low maintenance and long-term predictability. If you plan to stay in the home for 7 to 10 years, you'll benefit from the full life of the warranties and the energy efficiency. It's also great for those who want to choose their own finishes without the hassle of a renovation, but you have to be willing to pay a premium for that convenience. On the other hand, resale homes can sometimes offer a better overall value. You can often find a resale home in a superior location, closer to the city center or established schools, that has a much larger lot and more unique character. While you might have more repairs up front, the price per square foot is often lower, and you aren't paying that new construction premium. For some investors and families, the value and location of resale are hard to beat. Here is my expert tip if you go the new construction route: hire your own real estate agent. Many buyers think they'll save money by going directly to the builder's sales office, but that salesperson represents the builder, not you. A dedicated buyer's agent can help you negotiate incentives, guide you through the design center pitfalls, and ensure you have independent inspections at key phases like the pre-drywall stage. The builder pays the commission anyway, so why wouldn't you want expert representation? Speaking of inspections, never skip the pre-drywall inspection. Once the walls are up, you can't see the electrical, plumbing, or structural framing. A professional third-party inspector can catch builder errors before they are hidden forever. It's an extra layer of quality control that ensures your perfect new home is actually built to the standards you expect. Investing a few $100s now can save you thousands in future repairs. Ultimately, instead of asking, "Is new construction good or bad?" you should be asking, "What fits my financial goals and my lifestyle better?" There is no single perfect option in real estate. There is only the option that works best for your specific situation, your timeline, and your risk tolerance. Ultimately, whether you choose the shiny new build or the house with character and history, the key is making a data-driven decision. And remember, we live in an era where you don't have to guess. Use modern AI tools and market data to analyze neighborhood growth trends and tax history. At Reboot Career Lab, we believe in leveraging technology to remove the guesswork from home buying. By staying informed and using the right systems, you're already ahead of most buyers. You're building the foundation for a secure financial future, one smart property decision at a time. To summarize, evaluate the true finished price, understand the community development timeline, and prepare for the tax adjustment. If you value peace of mind and modern design, new construction is a fantastic tool for wealth building. If this masterclass helped you, please hit that like button and subscribe. I want to hear from you in the comments. Would you buy new construction right now? I'm Reboot Career Lab, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and happy house hunting.